3 cities out and come and give me the change. At this point, I was broken. My parents didn't know all these things were happening. So I called I was at my wit's end. So I called my mom. Oh, and I had to confess, so this is what has happened. You know, my mom went to her house to beg her. She told my mom that she will not give the laptop to her. She told my mom to the face that she will not. My mother was crying. My sister was crying, asking her that for old time's sake, just give us back the laptop so that we can settle the score. She said no. She took it from me and I must come for it. So I had to gather money from colleagues. I came to Accra and I picked the laptop. When I picked the laptop, she told me that because she loves me, that's why she's doing those things. There's only anybody to get me. So my mom actually called a meeting with one of her elder. My mom called a meeting with one of one elder in the neighborhood and told her that, okay, now that we've taken the laptop safely, I want us to resolve this relationship. And I said, okay, I understand, let's resolve it. She said, okay. And then I left. I came to school, started working on my project, trying to finish it up. So because of that, it delayed a bit. So my project work too delayed. So I was in the school for a while alone. I was there one day and she came to the school asking us to do a blood covenant.
Ah!
Yes. She came with a blade.
No. Is this girl alright?
Yes. She was very alright. I don't know whether she was obsessed or she was.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear it's obsession.
Yes. So she came saying that she wants us to do blood covenant because she wants to have my surname. She doesn't want any other woman to have my surname. So we should do a blood covenant. And truth be told, I almost did it.
But you guys had already agreed
to break up.
Yeah.
Yes. I at that point, I wouldn't say it was love. At that point, I felt pity for her. I felt pity for her. It wasn't love, and I couldn't watch her destroy herself because of me. Because whatever happens, she's been a good woman to me. She has washed my clothes. She's warmed my bed. She has cooked for me. She's a lot of sacrifices. So I just couldn't watch myself letting her go just like that. So at that point, I was actually feeling very hurt for her, but I wouldn't say it was love. So I almost fell for it. I took the blade, looking at it. I wanted to cut my thumb.
For a black one.
Yes, I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I think I said a short prayer in my head. That was what made me snap out of it. I'm like, no. If I do this, I get go. You can get mad. We just on just hearsay. But then I was scared. Maybe you can just get mad. Whatever. What if she dies? Nothing can happen to you. So I told her, okay, you let me just pamper you. I'll find a way. We'll do it at another time. So that was how come I managed to get her to understand, and then we started partying slowly, and then maybe once a while just call, how are you, and then we don't say a lot of stuff, just how are you around, are you fine, just say like that, and then I keep it on the low. So that was when the love actually started waning off. So it was at that point that I realized that no, two families are going to be involved. There was actually a time that he sent my dad a text message. My dad actually asked me to stop talking to her. She sent my dad, I gave him I called my dad with her phone. So she saved the number, I didn't know. She sent my dad a text message. When I told her that even my parents are saying that we can't be together, she sent my dad a text saying that she will hurt him where it hurts the most.
She will hurt you where?
No, my dad. Where, not like asking. Of course, that would be maybe do something to me. Yeah, you understand? I'll hurt you. My dad has the text message up to today. He said because of that text message, he won't throw that phone away. My dad still keeps that text message. That I'll hurt you where it hurts the most. There were times that she called my mom names, insulted my mom on phone. She told my mom that maybe she wants me, so she should marry me on phone. And I realized that a marriage that's not blessed by parents is not worth it. So all these things put together with friends coming to tell you, Charlie, this girl will kill you, this girl will cause you problems, this girl will, like all those kind of things. The reflection that was going on in my head, that was how come I was like, no, Charlie, you're a man. Sit down, think of the future. you have siblings to take care of, you know, before any other thing. So you know your mom or your siblings more than you know somebody for years. Of course, nobody can know you more than your parents and your siblings. They've known you for more years than any other person. You understand? So I looked at these things, and then that was how come I managed to break myself free from it. So it took me some months. It took me. I was in rehab because I also at a point couldn't stay away from her.
Yeah.
But it took me some time. I had to cry myself to sleep certain times. I had to think of what she was doing with another person, you know, the things that she would do with me, and I you know, that kind of fear. But then eventually it waned off, and then I managed to break free from her.
How long has this been?
We dated for more than, okay, so we broke it off when I completed university. So we dated for, let's say, 4 years. So that's my love story.
How did you manage to get over this?
So like I'm saying, you know, the fact that I know that this, for the record, I know that what I did with her friend, you know, was not the best thing to do. I know that I hurt her by, you know, deciding to settle.
But my question is, who determines what's the best thing?
Yes, I understand. But you know, the fact that it was her friend, it could have been any other person, but why her friend? So you know, sometimes I have guilty conscience feelings about that. That oh, maybe she chose another person apart from her friend, because you know it will be painful. Imagine you two guys and then you guys did the same. It will be painful. So I wrote on that. First of all, that it helped me a lot because she was calmer. She wasn't giving me that kind of problems. You know, no insults, no agitations, no stabbing of the knife. So it helped me. I managed to fall in love with her, and then I was able to, you know, get out of it. And looking at the future, we live life forward. So looking at the future, like imagine you having children with this lady. Imagine that you lose your job. Imagine that you're unable to perform some manly duties. How will she take it? How will she, like, how will her reaction be? You are a young person. You have talent. That was some of the advice we would give. You are good with writing. You are intelligent. Why would you run yourself into a ditch? You understand? So those advices coming from people that sometimes I respected, it helped me to, you know, break free and then put my down.
Last question.
Sure.
What would you tell somebody else?
I would, first of all, I would say that never be a slave to love. Never. Don't allow the fears or, you know, the goodies that you are enjoying in a relationship let you be afraid to break free. You should never be a slave to love, because if you do that, you'll be a slave your whole life. It will never change. The person will not change after marriage. Don't think that they will change. They will never change. They've shown you their true character in the relationship. So why then do you make it permanent? You know, I was madly in love. I could have moved the world for this lady, but you know, looking at the character, looking at, you know, the uncertainties, looking at this throwing of fits and rage, one day you just end up stabbing you and killing you, cutting your life short for nothing, over something, maybe something very, very trivial. And so never be a slave to love. Never be afraid to speak up. I was afraid to speak up most of the time. So she was like the man, I was the woman. I was afraid to speak up. I was afraid to object. If she says do this, you know, there are times that sometimes I just want to go and watch football. She will say no, sit by me, I want to play Zuma, and I stay in the room. Yes, for 6 hours, sit down for watching her play Zuma from level 1 to level 60. I'll sit down and watch her play. I can't do this. You bring me water, I'll bring it. So don't be afraid to speak up. Always be yourself. You know how you were brought up. Don't allow somebody to come and use the love they have for you, or the sex they will give you, or the financial benefits to take your mind off your values, off your morals. Don't let it happen. If it happens, you are doomed. Trust me, take it from me. I was stabbed 2 times. If it happens, you are doomed. Don't allow anybody to take advantage of your meekness or your softness or your ability to love. You know, love is good, love is sweet, love is gentle, love is kind. Don't allow somebody's threats of leaving you, or or breaking up with you, or separating from your, not picking your calls, make you feel that you should go over and above for them. When you do that, they know that they have a hold on you, and they will do anything possible to keep you under that hold. And if you're not strong enough, you will not be able to break free until you are dead. And when you're dead, you're gone. Sure.